Hello, and welcome to Google Classroom for Parents by Mr. Bob Larimer. In today's presentation, we're going to cover using the Google Classroom using a Google Classroom sample class. So while your student is signed into their Google account on any device, this could be a Windows, Mac, iPad, Android, iPhone, Chromebook, whatever, as long as it's got internet connectivity, go to the website classroom.google.com. Once you're on that website, you'll see a classroom that looks similar to this. It will be a representation of their classes that they're enrolled in. Each class will have its own tile. They may be in more classes than displayed on this sample class or sample student. In this case, we're going to open up the demonstration class. You'll see that their class is represented here and also in their enrolled list over here. You'll also see a to-do tab. We'll cover that in a minute. So for now, we're going to click on demonstration class. You can double click the tile over here or select it on the left side and it opens up the stream. I don't use the stream. It's more of a social media feed. And the reason I don't use it is because assignments tend to fall off or have a shelf life on this stream and they disappear. It's harder for students to make sure that they've got everything done. So I go to the classwork tab across the top, and here you'll see the teacher can organize their assignments by topic. So a teacher could have a topic for Google Docs, another topic for Google Sheets, another topic for Google Slides. If they choose to do that, they don't have to. They can just leave all their assignments here. In this case, in this example, these two assignments don't have a topic. These two assignments are sorted into a topic, and this one assignment is sorted into another topic. The assignments are represented, or the items in the classroom under classwork. The icons have different pictures. So this one is an actual assignment. This is more of a maybe a PowerPoint or something that's attached to the classroom. This is a question. Generally, I do assignments in my classes. So for example, we're going to look at this assignment. If you click on it, it opens up, gives you a little more detail about it, says it's an assignment, not a quiz, test, or something else. The due date is August 29th. It's currently assigned. Now, the due date is August 29th, probably of last year or the year before. So it's past due, but this one has not been set to close after submissions. You'll see that for this student, it's still assigned. And here are the attachments, or in this case, one attachment that the teacher has put on this assignment. The teacher could also put instructions on the assignment as well. In this case, I didn't. I just did the attachment, and that's it. There are 3 class comments. We'll show those here in a minute. So if you click on instructions, it'll open up the actual full assignment. Well, it should. Apparently, the internet's running a little slow this morning. Okay, so this is what the student's going to see the first time they open up the assignment. This is the name of the assignment. This is the attachment the teacher put on it. If they put specific instructions, they would show up here. I generally put my instructions inside the attachment. I create a document for this, and that's their assignment document. The assignment document may tell them, go create a different document and then attach it to their work later. You'll see the due date again. And then down here are the class comments that I talked about. These are publicly available to all the students enrolled in this class. Students in other classes won't be able to see these, but any student in this class can. These are private comments over here, and these are between the student and this teacher that's currently, the teacher and this student that's currently signed in on this device. That's the only student that can see these private comments. So that's where a student would ask the teacher a question that they're not comfortable asking in front of the rest of the students. And this is where the teacher would put comments about the student's work that shouldn't be shared in front of the rest of the class. Any comments on this assignment should, whether it's class comments or private comments, should be related specifically to this assignment. We don't put comments in here or in here that are just chatting with other students or chatting with a teacher or about different assignments. All right, so the student can see that their work has been assigned, has not been turned in yet because it doesn't say turned in, and they haven't marked it as done. Once they've followed the directions here, whether that is to create a new document or to do the work on this document. This may be a copy for them that they do the work on the document itself and then save it. Once that's done, I opened the document. I didn't realize I'd clicked on that. So we're going to go back. All right. So that's what it looks like when you open a document, and hopefully there will be a lot more content on that document. But once the student is done with their work, then they're going to come over here and they're either going to mark it as done if they don't have to turn a document in. If they do need to turn in a document, a spreadsheet or a slide or some other file, maybe a picture, a screenshot, they would click here and go to either Google Drive and upload it from their Google Drive. A link would be maybe a website address, web address, and a file would be a file that's on this device itself, not on the cloud or in their Google Drive. So in this case, we're going to click on Google Drive, and I'm going to attach some documents from my Google Drive. And I'm going to go to my backgrounds folder, and I'm just going to upload some images from my backgrounds folder. We'll do this one. I've done this one before. Now, intuitively, I tend to click on it, select it so it's highlighted, and then hit enter. Because for me, that's the natural thing to do. That doesn't work in this case. If I hit enter, it doesn't attach anything. So I click on it, and I either click the add button, and now you'll see the progress bar, and there it is, it's attached already. Or I'm going to add another one, Google Drive, going back to the same folder, and backgrounds. I'm going to attach another file. Now I can double click on this also, and it'll attach. There's that progress bar again. Now both of those files, they could be Google Documents, Google Slides, Google Spreadsheets. Both of those documents are attached to this assignment, and now I can turn the assignment in if I'm done with it. When I click on Turn In, it says turn in your work, ? 2 attachments will be submitted for, and this right here is the name of the assignment that's up here. So whatever the name of the assignment is, it gives the student a chance to confirm these are the documents or the files that I'm attaching to this assignment. Is that what I want to do? Once they're sure that that's what they need, they say yes, it's turning it in, and now it says turned in, submitted to the teacher, and they're done. You can see that the student can unsubmit here if they need to, but currently it's turned in. They can't even remove these. So let's unsubmit. Let's say I made a mistake and I need to make some changes, spelling errors, whatever. I'm going to unsubmit. It says, you sure you want to unsubmit? Now, don't do this if the due date is like 2 minutes from now and you won't have time to resubmit, or it may be closed and now your work isn't done at all. So I've unsubmitted this assignment, and in fact, I could remove this file from this assignment. It didn't delete it from the computer, it just removed it from this particular assignment. And I can add or create another one, or that one that I just removed, I could go to another screen, edit it, save it, and now come back here and add it again. Going to same folder, and now I can add it. And now the new version, or the last version that was saved, is added and attached to my assignment, and now I can turn it in again. And again, it's asking me to confirm those are the correct documents to turn in, and it's turned in. So let's look at the To-Do tab real quick. To-Do tab has 3 tabs across it: Assigned, Missing, and Done. The Assigned tab shows all of the assignments that are due, or assigned, all the assignments that are assigned for the student, and they can look at one class or all classes. And it shows assignments with no due date, due this week, due next week, and due after that. We can go to the Missing tab, and in this case, you can see the student has work that is missing. This Sheets quiz was not turned in by this student. This is a sample student, not one of my real students. But that was due on January 13th, so the teacher's no longer accepting submissions on that assignment. So it's past the due date and can't be turned in. This one was due on Monday, January 6th, and it's red, so it's missing but can still be turned in. Now, in this case, This is a different class. This may be a situation where it was due before, but the teacher has reopened it for a student who was absent and needs to turn it in. Same thing with this one. This is actually a demonstration class due on Wednesday, January 1st, but because it's red, it's overdue, but it's still available to be turned in. And these are overdue, but they're no longer available to be turned in. They're grayed out. That's on the missing tab. And then on the done tab, you can review the work that your student has turned in. Stuff with no due date, stuff that was turned in early, stuff that was turned in this week, last week, or even before that. Okay, so that's a look at Google Classroom for parents. And if your student needs to review this video, they're welcome to review it as well.